This is day 5 of a 7-day of yoga program. So the idea about this program is to be helping you set up your yoga home practice routine. And you can choose to do these practices in the order that I've given between 1 and 7. If you want to mix it up though, there's no prerequisite that you have to have done one day before the other. I'm Irene, a yoga and mindfulness teacher. Today is all about twisting. So we'll cover 9 different poses, all focused on twisting the spine and creating that space to breathe as we do sort of twist the body. So let's get started. So we're going to begin in a seated position. So you can just find a comfortable cross-leg position. And just taking a moment before we start the practice to close the eyes and tuning in towards your body and towards your breath. Allowing this nice steady rhythm to your breathing. Particularly today, as we're focusing on twists, this role of the breath is going to be quite important, since there is a natural tendency to hold the breath during the twist. So I'll be encouraging you to keep breathing also as we start to enter slightly deeper twists. So if you're feeling ready, from here you can start to softly open the eyes. Circle both of the arms high on the inhale. Interlacing the fingers and just for a moment resting the back of the hands on the head, drawing the elbows out to the side. And we're going to use the inhale to start to lengthen the arms up towards the ceiling, maintaining that length in the whole spine as you start to turn very slightly to the right side. And then on the inhale, come back through the center again, lengthening. Do this a couple of times from side to side. Exhale, turning to the left. And inhale through the center, exhale to the right, and inhaling to the middle, exhaling left, and inhale middle. One more time each side, exhale to the right, inhaling through the center, exhale left. Inhale to the middle and just release the fingertips and start to reach both of the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Now adding the arms into a few twists now. So left hand rests on the right knee, right hand behind, turning to the right side on your exhale. Inhale, come through the center again, reaching up through both arms. Exhale from here, turning to the left side. And inhale again, coming through the middle. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhaling left side. And inhale to the middle. One more time each side. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale to the middle. Exhale last time to the left. And inhale to the center. Now exhale from here, lowering the arms all the way down. And then we're transitioning to standing, so you can roll over the knees and coming up from here to a standing position and coming straight into Utkatasana. So feet can be together or slightly apart. Sit low with your hips and reach from here the arms up and over the head. We're going to be adding some twists in our Utkatasana, so coming to Parivritta Utkatasana. Hands coming first down in front of the heart. Exhale, turn to your right, dropping if you can, left elbow down to rest on your right thigh as you gaze back to the right side. Now see if you can keep the weight drawing back in the hips, keep the spine long as you keep the breath also steady. Staying one more breath. And then inhale, come through the center. Exhale immediately to that left side. So palms are pressing together, elbows are drawing wide apart as you start to gaze to the left side. If legs are together, you can hug the inner thighs also close here. And then inhale, come back through the middle, exhale, straighten the legs and lowering the arms all the way down again. We're going to come down now through a sun salutation to a low lunge Anjaneyasana. So you can be coming to the front of the mat. Use the inhale to reach the arms high, gaze up. Exhale, slowly fold forward over the legs. Inhale from here, open the chest. Exhale, big step back with your left foot. Drop the left knee down. And from here, coming up with the upper body, and on the inhale, lift up through both arms. Right. So we're going to twist to the right. So right arm draws all the way back behind you. Left arm comes forward. So we're really creating that space in the chest as we twist. And then palms start to come together, and you're really keeping that movement of elbows drawing away from the palms as you maybe rest the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and come into this slightly deeper version of the twist. Now, left knee can stay on the ground, or you can lift the left knee up, extending the back leg and gazing still back to your right side. Keep lengthening the spine to keep the breath also moving fully. Staying one more breath. And then exhale, slowly releasing. And we'll just transition straight away to the left side. So you can come through the hands and knees. And now you're going to bring the left knee forward and the right foot is back. Toe can already be tucked. Inhale now, coming up with the arms lengthening. Exhale this time, right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Now see if you can maintain that space as the palms come together. Right elbow drops down. Resist the left knee with the right elbow and gaze back to the left side. If you did on the opposite side, you can lift from here your right knee up. Right heel reaching back, crown of the head coming forward. Staying one more breath. And then exhale, slowly dropping down and coming from here back to your hands and knees. Great. So from the hands and knees, we're going to lift for a moment up to the downward dog. So you can tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, and then stepping right foot forward. Left foot steps also a little forward, so about half mat width. If it's comfortable, fingertips can just be framing here the right leg stays long. If you need that extra space, you can bend the right knee, or you can keep the legs straight but bring the arms a little up the leg instead. Your choice here. We're facing towards that right foot. Breathing nice and steady. And then we're going to come from here to twisted triangle, Parivritta Trikonasana. So left hand stays either on the inside of the left foot as we start to twist, or you can have the left hand on the right shin. Again, leg could be slightly bent if you need. Right hand first comes to the right hip. So see if you can draw the right hip back whilst you reach the crown of the head forward. And then slowly from here, start to reach your right arm up and gaze up to that right arm. Left leg wants to be long and active here, so you're still pressing left foot into the mat. And then exhale, slowly releasing, press the hands down, transitioning back through your downward dog and coming straight to the opposite side. So the left foot is in front and framing the foot or resting hands a little bit higher up the shin if you need here. And just taking a few breaths to allow the back of your left leg to open. Adding the twist so the right hand can stay on the inside of the left leg. Again, if you needed, slightly up the leg. Turning with your left hand on the left hip to the left side, and then reach from here your left arm up. If you can maybe lean a little forward into your left big toe while still keeping right foot heavy. Allowing spine to stack, so shoulders are also stacking if you can. And then exhale, slowly releasing, stepping back through your hands and knees. And then dropping from here, the knees down, so you're in your hands and knees. So from the hands and knees, you can come to sit all the way back and just extend the legs out in front. We'll do 2 poses on the right side, and then we'll follow with the left side. So you can bend your right knee, step the right foot over the left leg, grounding through your right big toe, and then start to wrap your left arm around the right leg. You can come into the twist this way, so right fingertips are behind, and you're wrapping and hugging the right knee close to your upper body. Or if you want to deepen the twist a little more, you can start to hook the left elbow to the outside of the knee and maybe work on sliding a little the shoulder down as you resist and turn a little deeper to that right side. Notice if you're sinking with the torso, so if you can keep lengthening nice and high with every inhale, and then with the exhale, you might be playing a little bit with your twist. Staying one more breath, and then slowly coming back through the center. Step your right foot back. Now we're going to add another twist with the long right leg. So you can lift your right foot up a little and hold the outside of the right foot with your left hand. Working gradually on lengthening through the right leg. So you could stay here with the leg bent, or you could work on lengthening a little more. And then you start to reach your right arm back and press your right foot into the left hand. Really quite an opening pose in all directions. So you're reaching crown of the head forward, right arm reaches back away from your right foot here. And instead of sinking, you're allowing the crown of the head also to lift up. And then slowly coming back, exhale, release. And from here, changing sides. So you can bend now your left leg, step the left foot over the right, wrap your right arm around, come into your twist. Or you could hook, again, the elbow, maybe walk a little the shoulder down the leg, and deepen a little bit more your twist. Keep allowing the right leg to be long and gaze to be looking back to the left side. Staying here 2 more breaths. Slowly then on the inhale, coming back forward, then coming straight into the second pose. So left leg can lift a little, so you hold the outside of the left foot with your right hand. And again, you're slowly walking and lifting that left heel up. Leg can stay as bent as you need. And then you start to reach your left arm back. If you feel steady, gaze back here to your left arm. Staying one more breath. And then slowly on the exhale, release. Releasing that left leg and coming to a nice seated position. Closing again your eyes and bringing focus again to your body and to your breath. And then when you're ready, starting to softly open your eyes and just coming back aware of your surroundings once more. So if you enjoyed this practice, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you stay in touch with the future days we've got coming. If you're wanting to practice this again, you can of course follow the video once more to be guided in real time. I've also developed a practice workbook where you have lovely pictures of each pose, a special page for each day of the week that we're going through, as well as a calendar where you can kind of follow along your progress. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.